Why do people actually deconstruct their faith? Deconstruction is the process of taking the faith that was handed to you and disassembling it. The practices, the beliefs, the attitudes, disassembling them, and eventually reconstructing into something new. Some people go through this whole process and at the end of it still call themselves Christians. I am one of those. I still call myself a Christian. But the previous expression of Christianity that I was once a part of no longer is adequate. With all that said, why are people deconstructing? Because it is happening a lot. I want to provide one reason for you today. I just released an article on my Substack. It's part one of a series where I will be going through different reasons people do deconstruct and misconceptions that people who have not deconstructed assume about people who have. The first reason I see that people deconstruct is out of sheer exhaustion. Exhaustion of trying to be enough. The exhaustion of getting it right. It may be that they feel hell is chasing them and they need to run away from anything that could send them there. Or they may not have this existential fear of hell, but they just are always worried that they're disappointing someone, God or their fellow Christians. And there is this exhausting hamster wheel that they are on, that they are trapped in. They strive for purity, but their pride needs to be kept in check. They study scripture, but they don't volunteer enough. They volunteer, but they're not joyful enough and their attitude is wrong. They try to get sin out of them constantly trying to purify themselves. But lo and behold, there's always something more that is wrong with them, whether it's their thoughts or their behavior or their language. It turns out it's really hard to wrangle our own behavior, but every sermon every week demands that we do so. After decades of trying to be who I need to be, I still can't measure up and I'm just done running. I think this is exacerbated by preachers and youth ministers and summer conferences and camps that always have to churn out new content. So there's a series on evangelism, there's a series on purity, there's a series on being a better parent, there's a series on how to read the Bible, there's a series on being more unified, there's a series on caring about justice, and there's always something more I need to care more about. It's exhausting. I'm interested in why you deconstructed. There's way more reasons than just exhaustion, and I'd like to hear more from you. I'm going to be writing on the reasons in my Substack, future reasons that I'll be covering. People signed up for a religion that promoted love, but practiced hate and fear, or that they were tired of demonizing history and science. Donald Trump revealed their church's hypocrisy, or they were horribly mistreated by leaders who were protected and insulated by the church, and they were left exposed and vulnerable. There's all kinds of reasons, and often it's many reasons all at once. I would love to hear yours, and also read the full article on Substack. Thanks.